All right, so we got the front steps prepared for the refacing. We pulled out the columns so that we don't have to worry about, the guys are gonna reface these front steps, put new limestone treads, and then reface the front foundation and the steps with a decorative stone. And let's go in the house, take a look now. Now you can see we have the floors all covered from earlier, and the demo crew, take a look up there. Look at that. You can see right up through the top floor, that whole floor has been demoed. Let's go up there and take a look. They did exactly what we had to do. We gutted this girder here. We opened it up for the to get our measurements for a piece of steel that we're gonna add. So all that's exposed now. Now we're gonna go upstairs and we have everything exposed for our measurements, which we'll do on Monday. Take a look at this. It's not even about 5.5, 6 hours, and this place has been completely stripped down, the top floor, nice and neat. Look at how nice this came out. Isn't that amazing? One day. Now, what we're gonna do next, obviously we have the wires here, so next step, my electrical crew is gonna be here on Monday. All the wires that are upstairs here from the floor up are going to be removed. There's probably 1 or 2 feeds coming from the basement. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove all the wiring. And our main concern is down on the floor. There's a couple of wires in the floor. You can see these orange marks. So these orange marks represent a measurement from the outside rear wall to that orange mark is approximately 8 feet. That's where we're going to install the cantilever. Now the cantilever is a 2-foot overhang. We're going to apply that cantilever from this outside wall here, going in 23.5 feet. We're going to pick up 2 feet going out on the cantilever. So in order to create a cantilever, we have to sister. This is a 2x8 floor beam. We're going to sister a 2x8 right alongside that. It has to come into that orange mark and then stick out 2 feet past the outside wall, the first floor outside wall. So what's going to happen is we are going to sister all of these beams all the way across to this area right here. You can see that orange line right there. And we are going to, that's going to be our 23.5 foot mark. And we're going to sister all those to create a cantilever. And then once we get to this point, it's going to step in and follow the original wall downstairs. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll create that cantilever, but to do that, we have to move these wires. There's a couple of wires, not many. Everything is good over here. Once we get over here, you can see there's down on the first floor, there's a small bedroom. You can see the light for the bedroom right there in the floor. Kind of see it down there in the floor. Anyway, there's a wire or 2 going over there, and as you notice, we're gonna have to sister 1 or 2 beams over here, and what we're gonna do is we have to move that wire slightly, so because it's in the way. But for the most part, everything else is good. We're gonna move all these other wires. You can see these are the hi-hats on the first floor. Some of the wires are what they're doing is they're over the floor beams. My electrical crew will drill them into the middle of the floor beams and get them down. You can see this one. This is a switch coming up from the first floor. You can see a switch down on the wall down there, and that wire comes up the wall right over there. And when they built the house, they ran this old BX wire. Look at the way they joined that. 2 pieces joined together with tape. That's the way they used to do it back then, believe it or not. And that joins over there and it follows over here to that switch. That switch used to be hanging right about here. So when you got to the top of the stair, that was your 3-way wire switch. So in any event, this is what it looks like. And we are going to move forward on Monday with the electricians, start ordering lumber, and getting this place ready for the build.